What is going on, people inside that internet machine? Welcome to this episode of Odds and Ends. Today we're going to be doing our 2022 channel update video. I do one of these every year. We talk about state of the community, goals, all that kind of stuff. But I do want to say that this will be my last video. My last video inside this game room. We are moving, so you're probably seeing this about January 15, mid-January. And after I shoot this video, I have to start packing all of this stuff up so it's ready to go when the truck gets here and we finally move into our new home, which will be exciting. I know my kids are excited. So yeah, packing is never fun. So the first thing that I want to talk about is subscribers, man. Listen, we started 2021 with 4,420 subs, and today we've got about 4,915 subs, so we're up about 500 subs, and that also means that we're 85 subscribers away from 5,000, which hopefully we will hit this year. If we had 500 last year and like 400 or 500 the year before, we should have no problem getting those 85 subscribers to get us up to 5,000. Now, what does that mean? Well, first, that means that I'm overwhelmed by the support that you guys show this channel, and leaving comments, liking the videos, sharing the videos, all that stuff. I really do appreciate it. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very, very much. That number, though, 5,000 subscribers. I'm just a small gaming channel. I don't post every day. I don't make controversial content or try and create drama. I just kind of make the videos that I want to make when I feel like making them. And you guys are very responsive to that and very understanding that someone that has a full-time job and a wife and kids and all this other stuff going on, you appreciate that I make videos when I can. And like I said, I try and stay out of the drama realm and all that stuff. Doesn't always work, but we try, right? All we can do is try. But 500 subs last year, really, really good. And again, thank you guys so much for making YouTube fun and an awesome place to come and hang out with the community. So something that's sort of been floating around is these YouTubers quitting retro. And I watched Pixel Game Squad, who, I like Pixel Game Squad, RGT85. I don't know RGT85. Probably the first video of his I've watched in like 6 years. And Super Derek, he had a 7-minute video on it. But really, what is retro collecting like out there today? Because of COVID, it was very difficult. There were a lot of resellers out there, a lot of new people that were, that lost their jobs or working from home or something that started reselling. And I saw it last year, a lot of garage sales. Some guys got 15 new hammers and 18 new screwdriver sets, obviously got them from a pallet. And that's fine. It's part of what we do. We are in a hobby that the physical items are collectibles. They have value. So other people are going to come into our market, our hobby, and they're going to buy up all the supply. They're going to resell it. And that's okay. All right. There's always a bunch of new collectors came in the last couple of years. People that were sitting at home trying to figure out how to spend that $1,400 stimmy. They were like, I'm going to buy a Super Nintendo and some games. And now they're into retro collecting. Again, that's very good. That's healthy for the market to have people out there that want to buy stuff. It's harder to find good deals. That is true. People that are selling, the soccer moms, the baseball dads out there, they're a little bit smarter. I hate to say it that way. I don't think that they're dumb people to begin with, but they're smarter about how they sell their stuff and trying to maximize value. Again, that's part of it. When the demand is high and people are buying up supply at higher rates, that just sort of goes with it, It is harder to find deals. I say this all the time, hunting for me is part of the adventure. That's the part that I like the most, that thrill of the hunt, that anticipation of walking into a thrift store and maybe finding something. I like that part just as much as, finding good games out there. All right, so what's this guy? Super Derek, never heard of him. until I typed in quitting retro, and then it pops up in the feed, right? But, you know, one thing that he was saying was, you know, he does this for a hobby. The retro thing or the gaming thing is a hobby, and he feels priced out of his own hobby. And I totally understand that. But we have to kind of be real here, okay? Now, luckily, I'm not in that situation. If there's something I want to buy, I'll just go buy it. But, you know, he's got a wall of games. So if there's one thing that you want to buy, then sell some of the stuff and then buy that one thing that you want to buy and be happy. One thing that I noticed on YouTube this past year, you know, new Switch stuff coming out, PlayStation, Xbox stuff, Amico stuff. I said Amico, sorry. You know, watching these videos and people are like, well, I want to get this, but I got to wait till I get paid and then move some money around and do. Listen, if you are spending money out of your paycheck to buy video games, which are luxury items essentially, you're doing it wrong. Don't do that. Don't financially handicap yourself for the sake of, you know, getting Gravity Rush or something. You know, sell some of the stuff that you have that you don't use, you don't want, you know, trade, do all that stuff, and get that thing that you want. Okay, you don't need. I'm not a financial advisor. You don't need to be a financial advisor to understand that, right? Don't spend money that you don't have on video games. Don't financially handicap yourself for the sake of buying that one console that you want. Just don't do it. It's not a good practice. But I think what Derek was saying was that, you know, you go to these conventions, you go to these game stores, everything's priced over eBay, and I certainly understand where he's coming from. I went to 2 conventions in 2022 or 2021, and I don't really even look forward to going to any conventions in 2022. Just because, you know, you drive a half hour there, you pay 15 or 20 bucks to get in, and then everything in there is overpriced. If I can get it cheaper on eBay, shipped to my front door, if I don't like it, I can send it back, get my money back. That's probably the best solution. You go to a game store, you drive a half hour away, you buy the game you want, you drive home, you know, you got an hour into the drive time, the game doesn't work, it's defective, it's got a scratch on the disc that is interrupting the gameplay. You don't have to drive a half hour back. They're going to give you in-store trade credit or, you know, a similar item. You're going to drive a half hour back home. They're not even going to give you like 10 or 15 bucks. Sorry for the inconvenience credit, you know? So again, just, there's no point really to driving to all these game stores. In Newark, there's, you know, 3 or 4 game stores that I like to visit, but they're all real close together. So I feel that that's a good use of my time. Plus I've built up relationships with the owners of those game stores. So, you know, I feel confident that I go in there and, you know, there's something that I want, I'm going to get a good deal on it. Relationships are important. Remember that. Write that down. So just to wrap this up before we get into some goals, you know, my gaming goals and whatever. RGT said it, man. He said, you know, happy with my collection. And I am. I'm very happy with my collection. In fact, I've got things in my collection that I never play, I never use, and we'll get to that in the goals section. But, you know, sure, you want to add a game or two, or a new Samurai Jack game or Last of Us game comes out, you know, buy it, because you're going to play it, right? You're going to play it and love it and all that stuff. And you're not going to pass on great deals. You know, you go to a garage sale and there's a box of video games for $100 and there you go. I'll take it. Walk back to your car, right? But really, there is nothing out there that I'm really looking for. I've got, you know, some games that I'd like to get from my childhood NES collection. But like I said, I could buy those on eBay at any time. What I'm waiting for is to get them in a trade or, you know, find a good deal at a garage sale or something like that. But, yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that topic, the retro gaming community, the retro collecting stance? Leave a comment down below. Let's talk about some gaming goals. So I have this goal every year, live stream more. And I like live streaming because it gives me direct access to you guys, to the community, right? And it's fun to live stream. Every year I say that, and then I never really do it. I live stream, you know, a couple times a year, not nearly as much as I should. You know, I should be able to stream once or twice a month. That is a reasonable goal. I wanted to try and live stream, you know, every other Friday or Saturday or something like that. And it never works out because life happens. I want to live stream on a Friday. Can't this Friday. I got something going on, you know. So I think once a month is probably reasonable to have a live stream. And yeah, so that's what we're going to try and do. We're going to try and live stream at least once a month. We want to prioritize the collection on what we want to collect, what we don't want to collect. If it's a console, generally I'm going to keep the consoles because you need those for testing purposes, you know, if you get a box of games or whatever. But, you know, the games that we don't play. So, the consoles that I've sort of selected are Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, and PlayStation stuff. We'll keep that. And we want to thin out the Sega and Xbox stuff. Not completely get rid of it. I don't think we're ready for that. But as I'm looking at my Genesis collection, we got some nice shooters, Wings of War, Lightning Force. We'll keep those. But what we don't need is Aladdin, Street Fighter, E-SWAT, probably Spider-Man, you know, Predator 2. I don't know. We might keep that one. But you got to get the gist of the idea. The games that, on consoles that I don't play, the games that I'm definitely not going to play, we need to sort of move those. We need to liquidate them, get them out of here, and, you know, either keep that cash, which is always good, or maybe buy that one thing that we can't live without in our collection. The last thing, well, maybe not the last thing, but so the other thing that we did in 2021 is we launched a second channel. If you didn't know, I have a toy channel for toy reviews, unboxings. I'll leave the link down below if you want to check that out. We do a lot of the new Micro Machine stuff, which is awesome because Micro Machine is, you know, one of my favorite toys from when I was a kid. So they're coming back out. Jazzwares and Hasbro's they're making them again. So, you know, you pick up some and you unbox them and review them. It's sort of that standard generic type of thing. But we're up to 62 subscribers on that channel already, which is amazing. So the last thing that I want to talk about is coming out of 2020, going into 2021. I was kind of in a bad place mentally with YouTube. YouTube itself does a lot of strange things that I don't agree with, but you know, we all sort of gravitate towards those drama channels, the hate channels, the people that think they're journalist channels, and you know, we get all riled up, you know, and I just wasn't, like I said, in a good spot as far as YouTube was concerned, and I had thought about quitting YouTube, just stopping YouTube, because I've always said that YouTube is a hobby. I do it for fun, to connect with the community, you know, to learn that kind of thing about games that I've never heard of, you know, whatever. But every day of that stuff going into your head, just pounding in there into your head, really does take a toll on you. And I was sort of just worn out. So what I've done is I've just completely unsubscribed, stopped watching all those drama channels, the hate channels, you know, again, the fake journalist channels that are there. And really their purpose is to get views, right? That's the whole point of doing YouTube, is to get channel traffic, and because that generates revenue. But you know, these people, sometimes what they're saying is not what they're actually believing. Like, there are people that say that the Amico sucks, and they get thousands of views every day because they make the same goddamn content every single day, but they've pre-ordered like 2 Amicos. You know what I mean? So what they're saying doesn't match their actions. And that's what was sort of frustrating me a little bit. So like I said, what I did was I just stopped watching. I cut all of that out of my life on YouTube. Okay. And I feel better for it, mentally better, physically better. You know, so that'd be my advice, you know, cut out all those drama channels, all those clickbaity nonsense channels, and just concentrate on the channels that you like to watch. And there are definitely a lot of them out there. So yeah, I don't know. I encourage you to check out new channels. That's what I'm saying, I guess. You know, harness, what they say in Happy Gilmore, deflect the bad, harness the good, you know, it's like a circle, whatever. I don't remember. But anyway, guys, that is going to do it. That is our 2022 channel update. What are you looking forward to in 2022? Leave a comment down below. If you haven't already, make sure that you like, subscribe, share on social media, because that actually does help out a lot. Don't forget to bang that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of your CMRetro gaming goodness. Guys, take care of yourselves, and I look forward to seeing all of you in 2022. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you on the next one. I've already forgotten my own outro. I'm the worst YouTuber ever.